President Salva Kiir is urging the South Sudanese people to let bygones be bygones. He says war has ended in the country with the peace deal he signed with opposition groups in the Sudanese capital Khartoum early this month.
We must begin to learn how to cooperate with other parties and to form alliances and coalitions. The world has changed. Politics has become a function of different people, parties, and organizations working together.
Political leaders from across the country are in Juba to discuss governance of the country during what is hoped to be the post-conflict era. South Sudan currently has 32 states, with all the governors coming from President Kiir's government, but President Kiir now says 14 positions of governors will be given to opposition groups. The 5-year war in South Sudan has created economic crisis in the country, characterized by insecurity along major roads and inflation pushing prices of basic goods beyond the reach of many. Women, young people and children have suffered most from the war. Education has been disrupted for many, with some young people conscripted into the army. In the capital Juba, the hope is that peace will now be realized.
There is really a need to create a space for young people, for them to be heard. Be it girls, be it young boys or educated youth, they all need a space whereby they can raise their voices and be heard. They need to be given a chance to participate in each and every activity that is happening in the country.
The UN says for any peace deal to work in South Sudan, the political leaders should include all stakeholders in the process.
With the young population of South Sudan, in 15 to 20 years, this should be the next generation that will be running the country. Now the question is, this is whom you want to run the country in the next 15 to 20 years. What are we doing as a government and as partners to make sure that they are able, that they will have the necessary skills to run the country?
Negotiators from various South Sudan's political groups are still in Khartoum, working on implementation modalities of the peace agreement, and a new unity government is expected to be formed in about 8 months' time. Patrick Oyet, CGTN, Juba, South Sudan.